What's up, Tribal Acre fam? Welcome to another episode of Farming the Land with Brand, guys. So I have something to talk to you guys about today. As you know, we have had all of our goats. I believe I told you guys the sheep too, but all of our sheep we've moved, of course, which I know I remember talking about it in the last video, I believe, when we were moving the, sorry guys. All right, got that latch. Okay, so I think in the last video that we posted, I was talking to you guys about moving the calves out, of course, and then moving the sheep and the goats in when they were about almost due or about to have labor or whatever to give birth. So yeah, sheep were in there. We still have pretty much all the goats other than the two that you guys know about, and the only ones y'all don't know about is what I'm about to tell you about now, which is that one of our sheep, Vicky, the oldest ewe we had, the mom of the other two that were in there, or the other two, had babies. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show them to you, and of course your first question is going to be where's the mom, so I'm going to explain that. But these guys are so cute. So this is right here. I'm going to pull them into the light for y'all. This is our little baby lamb ram. Oh, down, baby. Okay, so this is him right here. This is our lamb ram. He just got the white spot on his head. That's him. And it's almost actually time for a bottle for them. So, but this little girl, tell me she ain't the cutest thing you ever seen. She took on a really good coloration. Sorry, she went. You can see, if you can see that she went in a bottle. They're about to be fed in about 50 minutes. But as you can tell by their coloration, her coloration, she took on all the black from her mom, and then all from Rambo's gene, she took on all his white, which is super cool. Of course, I don't know how the wool's going to turn out because it'll probably just all be one color, I imagine, but he's a hairless sheep, so they might actually not grow as much hair, which is what we're hoping for, fingers crossed. But yeah, that's kind of what we're hoping for. So they're in here because we actually had to take their mom Vicky to the vet, and was pretty far along. Of course, as you can see that they're alive, but she unfortunately didn't make it, but we ended up getting her to the vet in time. She ended up on her side after morning chores, and we thought at first she might have been going into labor, because they say sometimes that can happen. So of course we were hopeful she was about to give labor, but we know that most ewes do give birth standing up, but sometimes they'll lay on their side during contractions. So that's what we were thinking might have been happening, but it didn't end up being that. I ended up calling our vet, and she told me to bring her in because she had been down there for like 30 minutes. So I kept picking her up, bringing her back up top, because I know when they lay on their sides, stuff can get in their lungs. So I was trying to go ahead and remedy that because she wasn't getting back up. So I, of course, didn't know what to do, this being our first time lambing, but she ended up having somehow toxemia, and a lot of that's like a lack of thiamine and other things, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into caring for a pregnant ewe within the last few weeks of them giving birth. And she was receiving thiamine and the molasses in her feed that she needed, and she was also getting drenches of like Nutri-Drench and stuff like that, to try and help make sure that all of the needs that were needed were there. Because I had seen some earlier signs of it, I had thought, when she was limping, because usually your first sign, and that was like 5 weeks out. And so we started treating it and making sure she was getting plenty of feed and alfalfa and the drenches and everything, and it went away. So we thought we were good to go there, but it just didn't end up being that way. So she ended up having to go there. She got some, injections of some stuff that she needed, and ended up getting pneumonia, I guess, from laying on her side. So she ended up having to have an emergency C-section, which ended up turning into her being euthanized as well because she wasn't going to make it. So she ended up getting both of the lambs out, thank God. And the black one that I showed you guys was born blind. His eyes were sealed shut, but we put some silver on his eyes yesterday, and his eyes opened up. So I don't know if he can see as of yet, but they were a little weak in the beginning. He also had to be tube fed by the vet at first, but the day after they were born, we actually got them back and we just been bottle feeding them. They've been on a really good schedule so far. Of course, they're in here crying because they're ready for their milk.
You ready for your milkies, huh? You ready for your milkies, huh? Yeah. Alright, I got milk coming, guys. I promise. Just give me a few minutes. And we've already had our first milk today. We're about to have our second. But, like I said, they're precious. Super cute. Love them already, of course. But, yeah, just trying to take care of these guys, making sure they stay healthy so that, you know, at least if anything, the mom actually produced something in some way, shape, or form she can live on and, you know, did something for the farm. Ultimately, you know, it's a sad thing that we lose an animal, but at the same time, their babies are where money comes in. So, although, I mean, it's like that stuff happens, but I mean, we don't want it to happen. Of course, it's more sad than anything that we lose a mom that we take care of. We really love our animals here, but at the same time, trying to, you know, prevent ways from that stuff happening is also what we're trying to do. But we might keep the girl, but of course, eventually the boy might be being sold. But I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do here in the future with that. But those guys are super cute, doing well, walking, drinking bottles well, taking milk well. So those guys are awesome, and we're hoping for our next two ewes to not have any issues. We've really been even close, watching with even a really super close eye now, and been, you know, giving them trenches again once every day, making sure we're hopefully avoiding that. So yeah, we're expecting those girls to give birth here soon, and then we have 4 goats in there still that we're waiting on to give birth as well. 2 were really close, I believe, by how everything looks. So just want to show you guys those lambs, how precious they are, and kind of tell you why they're being bottle fed and why we actually don't have their mom still. But it's sad, but we're going to do the best we can to make sure her babies survive, and that was our ultimate goal. If we can't save her, let's save the babies. So thanks for joining me today, guys. A little short video on the lambs. I'll see you guys next time on Farm and Lamb with Brand. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, comment, guys, as well on any videos, and I'll be sure to respond. So I'll see you guys next time.